Alright, so in the last video, I met Zelda and got Zelda's Lullaby, the first song. And now Zelda's servant Impa is telling me where I need to go next in order to proceed with the game. She tells me that I should go to Death Mountain. But before I go to Death Mountain, I'm going to get 2 optional songs, 2 bottles, and additional slingshot ammo. Now, like I mentioned, all of these things are optional, but the extra bottles and the extra songs really come in handy later on in the game. So I'd highly recommend that you get all of those. Now, and here's the Happy Mask Shop. Later on in the game, after you go to Death Mountain, it gives you this mask trading sequence, but I'm probably not going to bother with it. Alright, so in this shooting gallery, if you hit all 10 of these rubies in one try, then he gives you additional slingshot ammo. Oh, I just missed that one there. I almost got it. So if you get 8 or 9 of the rubies, then he lets you try it again for free. Oh, well, I really messed up here. I don't even really feel like completing it now. Okay, so I just paid the extra 20 rubies to try again. Alright, so you get to watch me mess up a few times on this mini game. It helps to have your slingshot in the center so you can be prepared no matter where the ruby comes from. Alright, so finally I completed it. I got all 10 of the rubies in one try, and that gave me the additional Deca seed bag. So that lets me carry a total of 40 bullets in my slingshot instead of, what were those called again? Deca seeds. So it lets me carry 40 Deca seeds instead of the original 30. Okay, so I just want to check to see if those invisible red rubies are still there. So in the last video, I mentioned how there are these invisible floating red rubies between the drawbridge. Oh yeah, they're still there. That's a pretty easy way to get extra rubies, right? Okay, you see that town up there? That's where Death Mountain is. That's where you need to go in order to proceed with the game. But I'm not going to go there just yet. I want to get the optional song at Lon Lon Ranch first. So this sidestepping here, it's a little faster than just running or walking. Alright, here's Lon Lon Ranch. So now essentially I can't get what I want in the nighttime. It has to be daytime, so I'm just going to speed through this. So essentially this Ingo guy, he's upset because, he's working hard while that other guy, you remember earlier, he was sleeping. think this Ingo has a legitimate point. I mean, he's doing all this work while this other guy is sleeping and snoozing. Why should that other guy be in charge of the ranch? Maybe he inherited it or something. I don't know what the backstory is behind this. Okay, so now I gotta wait until it's day again. So like I mentioned, I'm just gonna speed through this. Alright, it's daytime now. Now to get my song. Alright, now she's supposed to teach it to you if you put it. Come on, why isn't she doing it? Maybe you have to stand in like the exact right spot. Okay, she says let's sing together. That's probably the key to do it. So is that Epona song? I never know how to pronounce these names. So there's that owl up there. Thankfully, he doesn't stop to talk to me here. So here's something kind of interesting. If you play Epona song next to these cows and you have an empty bottle, they'll give you some milk, but I don't have a bottle with me, so I can't get anything. Okay, so even though I got that, I'm still within the rules of the 3 heart challenge. I'm still only playing with 3 hearts because I'm not going to get a total of 4 of those heart pieces. Okay, so now since this field is so big, again, I'm just playing it at I'm playing the video at faster speed, so you don't have to watch Link just running through this field for so long. Okay, here's another mini game. So this ranch owner, he throws out some. They call it cuckoos in the game, but I'm just going to call them chickens. So he throws out these three special chickens, and you just have to pick them out of all the regular chickens. Okay, so I came up one chicken short in this first try, but I think I'm going to do it now in the second try. Come on, it was right around here. I saw it. There we go. I got the first one. Now he throws them out in like corners of the farm here, so I'm pretty sure the other chicken is right around here. Alright, I got it. So now I just have to find the last one in 5 seconds. Oh, with just 2 seconds to go, I did it. What did you say yes? Alright, so he gives you the milk, but the important thing is it comes with an empty bottle. No, this is almost like a free sample. Like he wants you to come back later and buy more milk after you run out. But why should I buy his milk when the cows will give it to me for free? Okay, so once again, fast forwarding through this, so you don't have to watch a link running as long. Alright, so we're in Kakariko Village. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but anyway, this is an important village for the game. You're gonna keep coming here several times. Now, so there's another empty bottle that you can get here by returning all this lady's chickens. So her chickens escaped or something, and you gotta find and return all of them to her pen, and then she'll reward you with an empty bottle. And empty bottles are really useful in this game. It's what you keep fairies in and potions in. So like if you run out of hearts, then a fairy can revive you. Okay, so you see there's a chicken over there behind that fence, but just on your own, you can't jump that far. The fence is too far away. And if you try going in the house on the other side, there's this guy blocking your path, so you can't get in that way either. Okay, so this chicken on the other side of the fence here, the slingshot can actually go through these little holes in the fence. So you just use that to knock the chicken off. You gotta be careful though, because if you hit the chickens too many times, then they're just gonna all swarm and attack you and kill you. Okay, so you remember this chicken I just told you about behind the fence over here? So the only way to get here is to fly there with the chicken. If you jump off a ledge with the chicken, you kind of glide a little. You don't fall quite as quickly. All right, so now I just take this chicken and throw it over the fence so I can pick it up later. But before you leave, there's also another chicken up on this ledge here. You just got to climb up this ladder. Okay, so now I'm gonna just take this chicken over here into the pen. Okay, so there are still 2 other chickens over there that I left. One of them is the one I used to fly over, and the other one is the one I threw through out of those fences there. Maybe it needs a little boost. Alright. Once again, be careful, you don't want to hit them too much or else all the chickens will come and attack you. I know it seems harmless, like, oh, you know, what are a few chickens going to do, but it's actually really deadly. Especially for me, since I only have 3 hearts still. Okay, so there are still 2 missing, but I got the difficult ones already, so now the other ones are pretty easy. They're just... How does a chicken even get in that box to begin with? Was there some incompetent builder who was just like, oh, I'm just building a box here, and I didn't notice there was a chicken inside it. Did the chicken somehow like sneak in the box? Is there like some opening there that I'm not aware of? Well, anyway, I got the second to last chicken, and now there's only 1 left. I forget exactly where it was. Was it up here? No, might as well check to see what's in these pots. And look at that, another guard who doesn't care that I'm just smashing pots. Okay, there it is. That's the last chicken. So now all I gotta do is return it to the pen. Why is someone with allergies to chicken taking care of them? I mean, can't you find a different occupation? Well, anyway, so she gives me the empty bottle. Oh yeah, and you can also, if you leave the town and then come back, you can also complete that chicken capturing minigame again, which will give you 50 rubies instead of the bottle. I personally don't think it's worth the trouble, but that's just something to keep in mind, maybe if you want to complete it again. You know, it's really irritating, like when you want to roll or something, and there's a guy standing there, so it keeps causing you to talk. Okay, here's the graveyard, and this is where you're going to get the second optional song. So the song you're going to get here is the Sun Song. It lets you change between day and night anytime you want. And that's very useful in the game, like if you don't wanna wait for day and night to come every time and fight off a bunch of those skull childs or skeletons. Okay, so you just play Zelda's Lie in front of that big grave there in the back, and the grave just explodes. Okay, so the game calls these keys, again, the Zelda series has always got to come up for funny names for their enemies. I'm just going to call them bats. There must still be a few bats left that I didn't get to. Oh, there, I see it. Alright, is that all of them? Alright, so I made it to the back here. So how do I do this again? I just gotta play the notes on the wall. Come on, it's not doing anything. Oh, of course, how silly of me. All I gotta do is check it. So you just go up to the wall and press A, and then it tells you what notes to play. Alright, I just learned the Sun Song. Oh, so I forgot to mention these enemies over here are really irritating. They take 8 hits to kill. That's more hits than any other enemy so far, other than bosses. Well, I've only been to one boss so far, that Goma, that thing at the end of the Great Deca Tree. Oh, another good side effect of the Sun Song is that it lets you freeze these re-deads. And actually, I don't even think a Deca Nut can freeze them. I think you have to use the Sun Song in order to do it. I forgot how to play this again. Okay, so it's right, down, up. that they're frozen. And also, if these things see you, they paralyze and then they jump on you and like suck blood from you or something. I'm not sure if they're like vampires or... Okay, so if you remember earlier, I entered the graveyard in the daytime, but now because I played the song, it's nighttime. That's this guy's occupation, digging up graves? Well, it's a living, I guess. I mean, who am I to talk?